for your international flight. What they ask for you, the airport staff asked you about your tickets first of all. When you show your tickets, you enter in the airport. What they ask you, that please show your tickets, and where you have to show your tickets. Now what happened inside, you have to take your boarding pass and all that, and then you enter for the your basic things, that where you have to show your passport and your boarding pass and your tickets to get a immigration stamp. And what happened over there, they ask you that please show your passport, please show your tickets. Okay, then they will issue you a boarding pass and all that for the international immigration. And for the international flights, mostly in which country you are going, the staff of that country also take the responsibility of your security, and as well as about your permission, that you have the proper permission to go over there. And what they ask you, that please show your passport and all that. So these type of activities basically happen in the international flight when you are going internationally for study, for working. There are so many options where you are, what is your, like, why you are going over there and what is your purpose of going. But so for this type of task, which you can handle very easily, for this you need to be a good speaker, where you can speak in English and can understand others, that you understand the language to communicate better with the person who is in front of you, for doing a for cooperate with the person. So basically we will talk about that now, how to speak in English. Basically what I have told so many times, that every day you need to work hard on your reading skills. You should you should do a work, that read every day, at least read for 45 minutes to 1 hour daily, which can improve your which can make you more familiar with the English. When you will familiar with the language, you can easily able to speak in English. So this is the way to speak English, but this is not the only way. So you have to work little bit more for the second work, which is more important, that listening. You can listen the English news channels, or you can listen the audiobooks, depends upon you, on the Kindle also. But next thing is, what about the writing? Writing is also a must do activity, at least 500 to 1000 word. You can, if you do not have the data, you can take an article from the newspaper and just write down. And if you will find any word difficult, so just take the spelling of that word. And if you find any word hard to pronounce, so just highlight those words and find out the proper pronunciation of that word in the Google software, where you can listen the proper pronunciation of the specific word. And now the last thing is speaking is very much required. Try to speak in English with your friends, your families, those students who are preparing themselves for the CAT, for basically CAT examination. In the CAT examination, which is most famous examination for the management students, those who want to get admission in the IIM or the other business institute. So for this they have to give the examination, common administration test, which is called the CAT examination. What happened in that examination? First of all, you have to qualify the written test, then you will go for the GD round. For the GD round, you should be good in English. If you are good in English, so then only you can speak well in the group discussion and also understand. Both the things are similar, that you have to understand also English, you have to be familiar to listening English, and you have to be uh, you have to be easy to speak in English. So these both things are so much important to speak in English. So and then the final round, what happened is interview. So for interview also, you have to be perfect in English, because if you are want to work in a corporate sector, you have to make sure that your English should be better. Only then you can survive in this corporate industry, because corporate culture is what it's a global culture. In the so many countries are participating in the corporate sector. uh, they have, like, if a company is a MNC which is having its head office in the USA and having the other offices in India, England, Australia, and New Zealand. All the countries, all the Western countries, they have their offices, but you have to speak in English because the common language and the global language is English. And to improve your English, these type of work you should do. Now we'll talk about some sentences which can really help us to communicate. Basically, what happened when we speak with the people, like when we ask, we'll talk about first sentence, what is your name? Basically, when a person asks you what is your name, you should understand that what the person is asking. Now you have to tell about your name. What is your name? You have to tell my name is this and that. Or you have to maybe someone will ask about your qualification. What is your qualification? This is mostly asked in the interview rounds. Or what is your hobby? This is also asked in the interview round. So you have to tell your hobbies, that my hobbies is cricket and my qualification is a doctor. I am a doctor, I am a teacher, I am what. So you have to tell about your qualification also. So these type of conversation basically happen in the English. For this you have to work hard to make your English better. But before that we have to work on our basic things, which is like reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So these type of things which we need to work hard more and more to improve our communication skills. For this, I would like to say that for the communication skills, we have to work every day. It is not a game of one day, that in a one day you will become a good speaker. You have to be more consistent. Consistency is required if you want to grow. If you really want to grow and you want to see the good speaker, those who speak really well, whatever the name I can say, whatever the name you understand, that those speakers who really speak well in English, they also have worked hard on their English in the previous time, and now right now they can speak in English because they have worked hard earlier. You will have to be work hard and be consistent. Do your daily jobs every day, like reading newspaper, listening news channels, writing at least 500 to 1000 word, and speaking. So these type of work are really so much required to improve your English skills. Rather than, like, I would like to say that for the communication skills, those who are preparing for the IELTS examination, I would like to talk about IELTS examination. What happened in the IELTS examination, it is also based a band examination where you can get a good bands, but if you are good in English, what is happen over there is the test of speaking, listening, reading, and writing. What they want to know, that by the IELTS examination, they wants to know that you are comfortable with the English, you are familiar with the English, and you can speak English in front of the others. And if you are going for the overseas study, like in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, or the England, whichever country you select, or wherever you want to go. But I would like to suggest that if you want to go for the study for overseas, you should choose Canada, because what happened in the Canada is basically providing a PR, the permanent residency, or for their students. Those who are coming for the postgraduate program, they just have to study for 2 years, and Canada give them the working visa for the 3 years. And after the 3 years they can also apply for the permanent residency, which is for the 5 years. And after that you can apply for the citizenship also, if you want or not. But permanent residency is for that you can work over there, you can work with any employer you want. So it depends upon you, and you can earn minimum wages over there in the $30 per hour. So it's a good wages also, and you can get a skillful job, but if you have the good skill. For like the other skilled graduates, like those who are graduates in the BTech, basically in the computer science field, and those who are graduate in the chartered accountants, they also have a good and better opportunity over there for the study and for living also, and the work life balance is in the Canada is very much good. So you can opt for the Canada for study for overseas. If you will go for the public university, you will have to pay less admission fee and less uh, fees overall. But if you opt the private university, at least you have to understand that you have to pay spend over there at least 20 to 25 lakh if you want to study in a Canada. You have to understand these things. And about the GIC, we all know that you have to spend at least 10 lakh rupees in your bank account to show the GIC and to be approve your GIC, which you can easily repay in the Canada by the installment. The government also repay your payment in your bank account, which will be in your bank account in 2 to 3 years. So it is a good option to study overseas if you want to go for the study overseas. So Canada is the best option to study and to settle over there and to work over there. If you don't want to settle over there, so you can at least work over there for 3 to 5 years, which is a good time and can improve your skills and as well as your resume also. It will also highlight your resume also that you have study over there and you have work also. And if you are working in India, you can also go over there. There are so many options for the working visa. They can apply for the Canada Expressway entry visa, and they can the work permit also. But work permit cost you so much, so you can also apply for the Canada work visa, Canada Express entry visa, where you can get the permanent residency from the India or from the your home country to get a expressway entry to the Canada for the 5 years, which is the permanent residency to live over there. So and if you talk about the courses over there, like the courses, there are the management courses are very popular in the between the students, those who are going for the Canada for the study. There are so many public university, which I have to tell you that University of Alberta, University of Calgary. Alberta is really much friendly with the overseas students, because they are providing them the work easily, and you can get the PR easily in the Alberta. But in the Vancouver, which is a more like livable city, because the temperature is like not so much hot over there and not so much cold over there. Uh, so it is most livable city in the Canada. Like if you talk about other cities also, like Toronto and uh, like British Columbia, there are so many. Ottawa is also there, but Vancouver is the much livable city over there. So you can opt whichever city or whatever university you want to go and you want to study. It depends upon you, but make a search, see the videos and find out on the Google also that which is the good and the proper university for you, for according to your course. Whatever course you want to opt, if you want to opt management course, or you want to go for the graduate studies over there, so it depends upon you whatever course you want to go for there. Because in Canada, in India, what happened, we talk about the postgraduate and graduate, but in Canada it's about undergraduate and graduate. Undergraduate is a 3 years program and graduate is a 2 years program, which is like postgraduate in India. So you can also see the university's website to find out the better course for you according to your qualification. But I would like to suggest that the students, those who are going for the graduate, you should do the graduate in your home country, but you should go for the postgraduate over there, which is like cost you little less according to the, if you will go